So friends, in this diagram, we can see one fixed beam and one point load, and there are some moments also shown in green color here. Here is the anti-clockwise moment, and here is the clockwise moment, and there are reactions, vertical reactions upward, and these are the reactions induced because of the external load. Now, such beams we have never seen previously in SOM or mechanics. Okay, all beams were statically determinate. This is statically indeterminate beam. So this is known as fixed beam. So there is definition for fixed beam also. A fixed beam is a beam whose end supports are such that the end slopes remain zero or unaltered, and is also called built-in or Ancaster beam. Okay. Another names for fixed beam, built-in beam or Ancaster beam. Now the slope at the supports, it means here there is no rotation of the joints. They remain as it is. Okay. And since they don't rotate, they will develop moments. Okay, these are the moments and reactions developed, and we have to determine these fixed end moments. So for this particular single span fixed beam, degree of static indeterminacy is 2. How? Number of unknown reactions. How many unknown reactions? There are 4. This is one reaction. This is second moment. Same two values on another fixed end. We are not going to consider horizontal reaction because beam is axially rigid. Okay, beam is axially rigid. So only two reactions on each end, which are 4 total, and static equations, they are 2. Okay, not 3, they are 2. Why 2? Because horizontal reaction we are neglecting. Okay, horizontal reaction we are neglecting, so we need not apply horizontal condition of equilibrium. So one condition we are reducing. Okay, so 4 minus 2 is 2, the static indeterminacy of this beam. And which are those two unknowns we are interested in? We are interested in these two moments, fixed end moments. Okay, these moment values will change with respect to type of loading. So if there is only one point load, there will be one fixed equation. If there are 2 point loads, another particular equation. If the point load is applied centrally, one particular equation. If point load is applied eccentrically, another equation. If there is UDL, another equation. If there is varying load, another equation. If there is change in level of supports, that is sinking of supports or support settlement, then again equation is different. So we shall all see these equations, and these equations will be very important in units 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so let us go to next slide. How to find uh, fixed end moments using basic approach. Okay, so bending moment diagram for a fixed beam, how is to be drawn? Figure shows a fixed beam AB carrying an external load system. Okay, so this is the beam we are talking about. Now what we have done, we have removed the fixity on the supports. Okay, in the second diagram, if you see, we have removed those fixities and we have made this beam as simply supported beam. So let VA and VB are the vertical reactions on the supports in shown A and B. Okay, and MA and MB are the fixed end moments. So we have to calculate fixed end moments MA and MB. How to find? Let us see. Now we have removed the supports. Okay, in the previous slide, in the second diagram, we have removed the supports and we have made the beam simply supported. So for a simply supported beam, we know how to draw bending moment diagram. So this is how the bending moment diagram will be for a simply supported beam. Okay, I need not explain this. So the beam may be analyzed in the following stages. Let us consider first the beam as simply supported. I just have now explained you. Then let VA, small va and small vb are the vertical reactions at supports A and B. Figure B shows the bending moment diagram for this condition, means simply supported condition. So at any section, bending moment mx is sagging moment. It means you will get positive bending moment. Okay. Next part. Now we have shown some reactions. Sorry, there are some moments here. Here we can see the moments MA and MB. Okay. Now we are going to remove the external loading. Okay. W1, W2 we have removed. Second thing, uh, because of these moments MA and MB, which are unknown, because of these two moments, we have calculated vertical reactions V, which are equal. Okay, which are equal. And that vertical reaction is MB minus MA upon L. But there is one condition again. What is that condition? MB is greater than MA. We don't know which moment is greater, which moment is smaller, because load is unknown. W1, W2 are unknown. So we cannot say here both moments are same. Which are these moments? These are fixed end moments. Please remember. Okay. These are fixed end moments. Now, VA, VB, we have seen in the previous slide. These are the reactions because of external load. Okay. And these vertical reactions V are because of MA and MB. MA and MB. So we are assuming that MB is greater than MA, and in that case vertical reaction on A will be downward and vertical reaction on B will be upward. Okay, and accordingly we have drawn uh, bending moment diagram because of fixed end moments. Okay, now once these two diagrams are drawn, one bending moment diagram is because of simply supported ends. Okay, that is because of external loading, this one, and another is because of fixed end moments. Now we have to superimpose these two diagrams. Okay, one more thing, simply supported bending moment diagram is positive, all m values are positive, and fixed end moment diagram is negative, all moment values are negative. The last line, if you see, at any section bending moment mx dash is hogging. Okay, now we have superimposed both the diagrams, free BMD as well as fixed BMD. So now the final BMD or bending moment diagram can be drawn by combining the above two bending moment diagrams shown. So these are the two bending moment diagrams that we have drawn. We have superimposed them, and now final reaction we have to find. What will be that? Final reaction will be vertical reaction because of external load, which is VA. This is taken as positive. Why? Because it is upward reaction. Here you can see upward reaction VA, and at the same location vertical reaction because of fixed end moment is V, which is downward, and as it is downward it will be treated minus. So final reaction at A VA is VA minus V, and vertical reaction at B, final vertical reaction at B is VB plus V. Okay, now these are reactions. Now what will be actual bending moment? So actual bending moment at any section X, this is the section, it is considered at a distance X from support A, it is equal to mx minus mx dash. What is mx? Mx is this moment. Okay, it is plus because it is simply supported bending moment. Okay, next is mx dash, it is minus because it is hogging bending moment. So mx minus mx dash is the final moment on this particular section. Okay, it is equated to ei d2i by dx square. So it is a mathematical equation or Macaulay's method, which is omitted from our syllabus, but for time being you may uh, understand that this is Macaulay's method, ei d2i by dx square, which is equated to bending moment at the section. Okay, now what we are going to do, this is our final values or summary of what we have done. Okay, summary of what we have done till this time. First, we made the supports free, simple supports, and then we draw free BMD. Then we remove external loading and we just applied fixed end movements. Because of that, we draw fixed BMD. Then we superimposed fixed BMD over free BMD, and we have found this equation. Okay, at a section X, which is at a distance X from support E. Okay, now we have to find mathematically what will be fixed end moment MA as well as MB. So we have got this equation, ei d2i by dx square, it is equal to mx minus mx dash. So now we are going to integrate this equation. Ei dy by dx, it is equal to integration from 0 to L. Why 0 to L? Because length of the beam is L. Origin is at A, so distance x is ranging from 0 to L. So mx dx minus mx dash dx, both are in the integration sign. Now at x is equal to 0, where that is on support A. Okay, on support A, here in the original diagram, there is no slope. It means there is no rotation. Okay, there is no rotation. So dy by dx is 0. Okay, here theta or dy by dx is 0. Okay, we have seen in the initial steps also that end supports are such that end slopes remain 0. It means theta at the ends is 0. Okay, so that condition we are using first now, that is at x is equal to 0, dy by dx is equal to 0. On the other end, when we make x is equal to L, that is on support B, there also it is fixed. So again slope there is also 0. Okay, next, uh, integration of moment is nothing but area of the free bending moment diagram, which is that here in the red color. Okay, the complete area we are assuming as small a. For time being, we are assuming this total area as small a. Next, integration of mx dash dx is the area of fixed BMD, which is we are assuming as a dash, and we know one relationship between these two, both are opposite sign of each other. Both are opposite to each other. One is plus, another is minus. So A is positive, A dash is minus, negative. So if you substitute here in this equation A and A dash, what we will get is A minus A dash as 0. Okay, A minus A dash as 0. It means area of free BMD is equal to area of fixed BMD. Okay, area of free BMD is equal to area of fixed BMD. Now we are again going back to our previous equation. EI d2y by dx square, it is equal to mx minus mx dash. Okay, now we are going to multiply both the sides by x. So EIx into d2y by dx square, it is equal to mx into x minus mx dash into x. So this mx into x and mx dash into x, again we are integrating the complete equation. If you see in the next step, we have integrated this equation over the length L, and again we are substituting integration of mx into dx as small a and mx dash into dx as minus a dash, and integration of x dx is x bar, integration of x dash dx is x dash bar. What is x bar? Centroidal distance of BMD from A but free BMD, and x dash bar is centroidal distance of fixed BMD from A. Okay, so these are the two areas. This is one area. Its centroidal distance we are assuming as x dash, x bar, and its this particular fixed bending moment diagram is there. Its area we are assuming its centroidal distance as x dash. Okay, so these two terms we have obtained now. Next, one more boundary condition we need to substitute. First boundary condition we have substituted that at x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L, slope is 0. Another boundary condition is that at x is equal to L as well as x is equal to 0, deflection is also 0, vertical deflection. Why? Because in the original diagram A and B supports are fixed supports. Okay, so in the previous equation here we are now going to substitute this boundary condition. So here we will get the equation 0 is equal to ax dash minus a dash x dash bar. So ax bar is equal to a dash x dash bar. Okay. Now here in this equation we can eliminate a and a dash. Why is that case? Because we have previously seen a is equal to a dash. Okay, we have already seen a is equal to a dash. We have assumed this. Okay, so we have striked off this a and a dash from both the sides. What remains is x bar is equal to x dash bar. Okay, x bar is equal to x dash bar. It means centroidal distance of free BMD from A, it is equal to centroidal distance of fixed BMD from A. Okay, so this is again our summary for the uh, fixed beam. If you want I can repeat this, but there is no need to repeat this because it is a derivation. It will not be asked in the examination. What you should concentrate on is the two results that we have obtained from this derivation. One important observation is that area of free BMD is equal to area of fixed BMD. Okay, and centroidal distance of free BMD from A is equal to centroidal distance of fixed BMD from A. Okay, so these are the two important results that we need to concentrate on. And making use of these two results, in the next lecture, we shall solve uh, fixed beams. How to analyze statically indeterminate fixed beams by strain energy method. Okay. So you might ask, where have we used the concept of strain energy? So these bending moment diagrams we have equated here. First bending moment diagram is because of external load. Okay, so this is external work done, and because of external work or the external load supplied, there are internal moments induced on the supports, so they must be equal. Why they should be equal? Because beam is in equilibrium. Okay, beam is in equilibrium. It means external work done in the form of bending moment diagram, free BMD, is equal to internal work done in the form of fixed BMD. Okay, so this is external work done, this is internal work done, both are equal. It means equilibrium is obtained, and we have equated both as opposite to each other. So it means net addition is 0 here. Net addition is 0. It means again we have used this principle of least work done equal to 0. It means second theorem of Castigliano we have applied here. Okay. So this is the concept of total strain, work done and internal energy stored applicable to fixed beams.